Yes! What's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction. If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq and you're not locked in KRXOVR Media. If you've been a long-term subscriber and supporter of the channel, you already know who this is, but I'm gonna let me... If you've been a long-term subscriber and supporter of the channel, you already know who this is, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
How y'all doing, man? My name is Frank.
So, I've actually already heard this artist, right? I know a lot of people have been asking me to react to again. That's gonna be a separate video. But this one, I'm gonna put Frank on to Teacher's Pet and BuBu. I'm already telling him it's gonna be a 10, so I don't care what his score is. They're both gonna be 10s regardless of whatever it is he says. But he's gonna say that they're 10s too. But I really wanted him to hear Two-Face. Like I said, again, it's gonna be his own video. But listen, man, I don't wanna hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. So this was his first song. This came out in 2019. And then he had a hiatus, and then he dropped the song that we're gonna play after this. But yeah, just... I've been rinsing these songs, bro. Anyway.
That girl tried lying me. I thank God she was dead. My ex's mom said she needs some food, so she better thank God I'm a chef. Oh well. New pack cake looking like bread. All my ups run low on Two-Face. Osman squeeze so there's nothing left. Osman squeeze till everything gone.
Hold on. Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Yes. Yup.
You know what's funny? Before he played this, I was like, I'm really about to prove you wrong. These are not gonna be 10s. But if this is how he started, if he keeps this energy, we might have one. We might. If he keeps this energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And you may notice his voice sounds a little bit distorted a little bit. It's pitched down, apparently, is what people have been saying. And he's from Birmingham.
Not true.
This is one of those, he's like a T-Way where like, I keep going back and listening and I catch something different every time. Even after hearing it mad times.
That girl tried lying me. I thank God she was dead. Ugly. My ex's mom said she needs some food, so she better thank God I'm a chef. Oh well. New pack cake looking like bread. All my ups run low on Two-Face. Osman squeeze so there's nothing left. Osman squeeze till everything gone. What's that we never said no? You snitch so your sentence went from 9 to 5. That's working class. Share down you pay.
I don't want to like it.
That girl tried lying me. I thank God she was dead. Ugly. My ex's mom said she needs some food, so she better thank God I'm a chef. Oh well. New pack cake looking like bread. All my ups run low on Two-Face. Osman squeeze so there's nothing left. Osman squeeze and everything gone. BuBu. What's that we never said no?
You snitch, your senses went from 9 to 5. That's working class. Swear down, you pagan.
I can never work with pork or bacon. I'm baking no apron if I see that statement.
My ups are like teachers' pets. They raise their arms and miss. They don't miss.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Yes. My ops are like teachers' pets. They raise their arms and then miss. Bro, you know how long it took me to get that?
I heard him.
You know how long it took me to get that? It actually, I'm a little bit disappointed how long it took me to get that. I'm not gonna hold you. Also, real quick, I meant to say this in the beginning. Shout outs to Jordan. Yo, Jordan hit me up, sent me a DM like, yo, you gotta check out this artist. Fortunately, I had already heard his songs. And yeah, we just gonna.
Teachers' pets, they raise their arms and then miss. Bring up and tip. Bring over and tip. Tip.
My arms are like teachers' pets, they raise their arms and then miss. Bring up and tip. Bring over and tip. Tip. Ryu, that's finishing move.
Oh my God.
It came back twice and didn't improve.
Now that you're out, you're talking waps. On your wing, you're trying to get moved. No one just drop one mash. When I phone the arc, he'll bring it in tools. And I can never beef with kids, bro. You better stay in school. Fireman Sam can't stop this flame.
And Bob the building can't work this tool.
This one here made Fat Joe lean back. The team were big. Came back twice and did it improve.
Yes.
My ops are like teachers' pets, they raise their arms and then miss.
Bend over and tip. Bend over and dip.
I don't want to like it. I told him it was not going to be a 10. I didn't want it to be a 10.
Ryu. That's finishing move.
Like,
this is his first song.
Like ever.
As far as you know.
No one just dropped one match when I phoned the arc, he'll bring it in tools. And I can never beef with kids, bro. You better stay in school. Time and Sam can't stop this flame, and Bob the dog who can't work this through. This one here made Fat Joe lean back. Petite or a big back. Washing in Air Force and I dig that.
I'm upset like teachers' pets, they raise their arms and they miss. They go over and dip. They go over and dip. And the ironic thing about that line is that he's signed to Mist. So that's probably not on purpose, but yeah. This is also from Birmingham, I believe.
They raise their arms and they miss.
They go over and dip. They go over and dip. Tip, 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 tip.
Matter of fact, pause for a quick second. You know, there's one thing that I appreciate about people that are deliberate with like how they juxtapose their energy and like the sinister like visuals that come with the video. And like what he's doing right now is like that, you know, with the mask on and everything, very dark visuals. Man. He's there just dipping and dancing.
This man fun with it. He's one of those artists I'll tell people don't realize how smart he is. You know what I mean? Like with all the artists who wear masks, who conceal their identities for their own reasons, etc., after a certain point in time, it can become very hard to differentiate between people, right? So that's why you have artists like V9. There can never be another artist to put on a Deadpool mask, right? There can never be like another Jimmy who wears the white mask in 98s, right? Like if somebody wears a mask like that, I'm gonna think of Two-Face first, you know, even with the 2 on it and everything, with the voice. And one of the things that I think is very smart about him, I'm probably gonna say this in the Again video too, in case people don't watch this one, is that if he ever does reach a point in his career where he could take his mask off, it'll work out for him because it's like he can do like this whole like dual persona kind of thing, right? So even with the name is Two-Face, right? So you can even do a thing where like when he's performing one way, his voice isn't pitched down or whatever. He's whoever he is. Mask on, he's this persona. That can then take him to a whole other direction with his music. You feel me? But I agree with you. Like he has the fun, but still relatively dark kind of. It's he's just too good. It's too good. Teachers pets, they raise their arms. It took me way too long to get that bar. Like I was listening to it, like I don't understand what he's saying. So I raised my hand and said miss. I was like, oh. You know there's always that one girl in your class. Miss! Mister! There's always that one girl in the class.
Wow. I can't go to the bathroom. Wow.
Flipping over the desk.
It's alright though, my daddy gonna shoot the school.
Alright, so that's the first one. What are you saying?
Oh god. I didn't want to like it. I was really like, Shadiq knows I'm a very stubborn person. So if I tell him I'm not gonna like something, I usually don't like it. But I like it. A lot. Let's move to the numbers, bro.
Alright, say no more. What are you saying? I'm already giving it a 10. What are you saying? Talked about flow, beat, lyricism, replay value.
What worked for him was the beat. And that's what made everything a 10. I feel like this was one of those tracks where it's like the beat came first. You know, sometimes somebody writes the track first and the producer like, yo, I'm looking for something that sounds like this. Yeah. This sounds like one of those things where the beat came first and he was like, all right, nah, I'm about to write this to this.
That's what you're saying.
It gave him a lot of room for his vocals. It still had that nice little vibe and it wasn't overbearing, especially with the hook that he used. So the beat definitely got a 10. The flow got a 10. There was no hiccups. There wasn't anything that made me feel like he was off beat for a moment.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Replay value, I'm gonna give it a 10. I think I'm being a bit generous with it. I'm gonna give it a 10. I think it would have really been like a 9.5 for me. Mainly just because of my personal preference. That's why I'm saying I'll be generous and give it a 10 because I think for anybody who's just a drill fan, they'll probably enjoy this and rinse it.
That's a fact.
So yeah, this one got a 10.
I hear that. Yeah, listen, man. We're gonna get straight into BuBu. We're gonna talk about that song at the end, and then we're gonna do again in a whole other video. So let's get straight into BuBu. This is the one that I first came across. I was in a stream with a couple other reactors, and this one popped up. We was like, oh, let's listen to it. And we were just like, whoa. Two-Face. Leon walks feel like he has experience writing music before this, like. Is it just me? This look a little bit slimmer in this video than the previous one.
Sugar man got me a bust down. I'm trying to bust this tool. Every time I slap this white I hear MJ when I touch this you. Bricks just run a man down, barefoot outside.
Run it back.
MJ, when I touch this you, he said. Nah. No.
Here's one thing I want to say to any artist that might be watching this video. There's more to a hook than just the hook of the song. As in, if you can catch somebody's attention with a bar like that at the beginning, they're going to listen. Like, it's just like what we always say about Honda Civ with T-Way. I lost Little P, he was close to me, he's like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah. That's what you're saying.
You know, that's one of those bars that's just like, hey, whoa,
Whoa,
what was that?
What's going on? Yeah.
Oh boy, let's do it. You got it.
And then RJ, shout out to RJ in the production. RJ also produced the next song that we're gonna listen to in another video. Two-Face. It's actually cold. Like, it makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. Two.
Sugar mom got me a bust down. I'm trying to bust this tool. Every time I slap this up, I hear MJ when I touch this youth. Bricks just run a man down, barefoot outside. Didn't want to crush his lubes. Stupid move. The girl said that he just took your shoes. My ups are cats. Then they got STDs now trying to catch a puss in boots. Who can't hear will feel, so I'm gonna silence.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Who says that?
Exactly. He's one of those. He just says things that make you say, like, what made you say that? Like, what made you wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to write this down? Yes. First of all, ever since MJ when I touched this you, like...
That's RJ on the track.
Yeah. My upset cats that got STDs and trying to catch a puss in boots. BuBu!
Sugar mom got me a bust down. I'm trying to bust this tool. Every time I slap this white I hear MJ when I touch this youth. Bricks just run a man down, barefoot outside. Didn't want to crush his lubes. Stupid move. The girl said that he just took your shoes. My ups are cats. Then they got STDs now trying to catch a puss in boots. Who can't hear will feel, so I'm gonna silence all my tools. And the gal them said that they think I'm lame to the back off. And the gal said, ooh. Probably because I mashed her friend, or because I just a bit ugly since school. No, look, I ain't at the show last night. They get scared when I move like Leanne, you know what I want if I dash this mic. And I told the policeman I'm not racist, but he tried to say I shot whites. Then he got mad cause I changed subject, told him my new girl tick like knife.
That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu! Girl, come true, take voodoo.
Get man going, that's juju.
BuBu! It's like, imagine saying all that. That's not my girlfriend, that's my BuBu. Yo, I've been rinsing that ad-lib, bro.
Nah, son. What? This man is different,
He's
bro.
different.
Yeah.
He's different.
Probably because I mashed her friend, or because I just a bit ugly since school. No, look,
And Love Island is a show. It's one of them, like, love reality TV shows. This is mine. I'm not racist, they try to say I shot whites.
Cause I changed subject, told him my new girl tick like knife. That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu. Girl control to voodoo.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, again, how I say he's one of those artists where every time I listen to him, I pick up something different, right? Like, the fact that he ended the previous line with my new girl, something, got a new tick like Nike. That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu. That's the hook. Like, I like when artists can make the hook transition in and out of the verses so seamlessly. Like, that may or may not have been on purpose, but now that I'm listening to it again, it's just like, that's a good way to bring in the hook first time. I'm not racist, they try to say I shot whites.
Cause I changed subject, told him my new girl tick like knife. That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu. Girl control to voodoo.
Hey.
BuBu. Girl control to voodoo.
BuBu. Get man going on struggle. I'm in the ST with S4 in London, trying to get gays and burners. If I see them, there's curtains. Man crush me on purpose. In the club, you got lick in your shoulder, now you know that you got lean on purpose. How many times it
You got licked in your shoulder. Now you look like you got lean on purpose. What? What did he say?
Yes. Where did y'all find this man? Oh
Yo,
my
I
God.
kid you not, bro. I was dead ass just on a StreamYard call I know it was Lena and Esther. I think Spacey might have been there too. I was just looking at stuff and this popped up. I was like, oh, let's check this out. The mask looks interesting, whatever. We played it. We was like, whoa. Then we heard the MJ bar. We was like, nah, this dude is different, bro. And peep the Ye and Burner.
That ain't my girlfriend, that's my
Yeah.
I'm still Booboo. Get my girl, that's Juju.
BuBu.
Girl, come treat it, Voodoo. I'm still Booboo. Get my girl, that's Juju. I'm in the ST with F4 in London, tryna get hate and burners. If I see them, it's curtains. My questions on purpose. If I get licking the shoulder, now you look like you gon' lean on purpose. So many times it did my nervous. Man, make people nervous. Ask my wife there. Asking how I got fat last year. Man, I put all of my beef in burgers. Sliding the 8 and G. Just said her that's Oxford slipping and sliding by years and then since I came home. Big thing make you leave me alone. That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu.
Oh, did he say it again?
Big thing make you leave me alone.
Oh, I think he said can't leave me alone. I just sound like a woman whatever can't leave me alone. And but nah, that's not what he says. It's something else.
That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu. Girl, come true, take Voodoo. Girl, I'm still Booboo. They wanna go, that's Juju.
BuBu. Girl, come true, take Voodoo.
Girl, I'm still Booboo. That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu. Girl, come true, take Voodoo. Yeah, I'm still Booboo. Get man going,
Yeah, nah, he's definitely seasoned. He's been seasoned before this. Like,
that's what Lee said too. Lee walks to this like he's ready to just go.
yeah.
Like, so it's either maybe he was doing music under a different name before, rebranded himself, or he's just that nice.
I feel like he's probably just been around it enough. It could be that, because like even his video presence, he's already carrying an energy of somebody who's been doing this.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, facts, yeah.
If I ain't got a pole, you know, so splashing. Anywhere we go, they know we at hazard.
I'm gonna pause it because he uses one of these bars in the next song. But I guess he ended up taking that verse and using it for a different song. It wasn't this beat in the song. So maybe after we do the videos, I'll play this back for you. But yeah. Anyway, let's get straight into the rating. What are you saying?
It's a 10. You know what feeling I got from it was like the first time I heard Charge It by Tookie. And I was like blown out of my seat because that was like the first time I was really feeling like the New York sound coming from like UK drill. And like this isn't necessarily New York sound.
I was just saying.
It's like a weird hybrid of the two though. Like,
I was thinking the same thing too.
The vintage UK drill sound we heard from people like Styx and like, you know what I'm saying? And then mixed in with like the energy of what we're used to hearing on our coast.
I agree. And then even like with this beat, like RJ, like it's like what Two-Face does on these beats. Like I said, RJ does the next one that we're gonna do. Like it's like they both are wilding out so much that sometimes you have to listen to the song twice. One to focus on the beat, and another time to focus on what Two-Face is doing. Cause it's like, watch, we play it over real quick. This is really taking this beat, like he was actually wilding on this beat. Like I'm not racist when he trying to say I'm shot white. It's like lyricism 10. It's a given. It's like nice.
That ain't my girlfriend, that's my BuBu.
And the way that the beat mellows out, like the production on this one, it was just it's too good. Like
perfect timing.
Everything about it, like it's one of those beats where it isn't stagnant. It isn't like a beat that the artist found on YouTube and said, all right, cool, I'm just gonna get the MP3 and spit over it. Like it feels like this one. If the beat wasn't made like this, at least the engineer like played around with it a little bit. He was the one who put me on to the fact that engineers do that, like drop in certain parts, like everything about it. It even has like the dramatic feeling while listening to it to match like the dramatic visuals and everything, like everything. And you know what's crazy? Even his visuals remind me of T-Way a little bit.
Yeah, they do.
Even his visuals remind me of T-Way. I don't know how they would sound on a song together. I would love to hear this because I like both of them so much. But I actually want to hear Two-Face and Millions, and you hear why more so on the next song on Again. But yeah, listen, man, we already said it's a 10. Y'all know what the deal is. Make sure y'all tune in for the next one we're gonna be listening to Again, because it is a longer video. I'm gonna do that one separately. But listen, as always, hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more of those coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.
I'm hoping that I prove him wrong with the next one. Hoping.
He won't. BuBu!